must be done in a lawful assembly, following legal proceedings. We are a humane and orderly society, institutions that have their origins in God, its founders created. Much of what we have, the way of doing law, comes from this book, from the Judeo-Christian principles. Thou shalt not, thou shalt not, thou shalt not. It's throughout all these pages. And some of it's still very relevant. Some of it is more religious, ceremonial, traditional stuff, how to purify one's soul. But there's different methods now according to the New Covenant. You don't have to do some of those gory practices of animal sacrifice, because Christ was the ultimate sacrifice for all humanity, for all generations, both past and present and future. Whereas the Old Testament, the Old Covenant said you have to repeatedly do these animal sacrifices. This no longer has any application according to the Judeo-Christian Bible. When you add Christian to it, you no longer have to do animal sacrifices. And you don't have to, abstain from certain foods or observe certain moons or stars. You don't have to, it's kind of like astrology a little bit. You don't have to do those. So when the New Covenant came along, it relieved humanity, especially Israel, because that's what it was intended for originally, Israel, and then to the Gentiles. Israel first. They were to be freed from having to have a physical temple, having to do those rites and rituals. They were to be free from that. That the New Covenant promised a better hope, a better purpose, a better relationship. According to St. Peter, who was a Jewish fisherman. It was built on better promises, according to St. Paul, who was also a Jew, but he was a scholarly Jew. He was studious, he was an educated Jew. Peter, he wasn't an educated Jew, he was just a common person, an average person, a fisherman by trade. But the Apostle Paul was scholarly, he was in the books, he was in the universities of the day, synagogues and all that. But it's the New Covenant is superior according to the book of Hebrews. You're relieved of the bondages of having to do this, having to do that in order to purify yourself. Your conscience